important game for us, and a great win, and a tough place against a really tough team. And you know, our best players led us in this game. Ty, Pascal, and Myles. You know, they set the tone early, and everyone followed.
Coach, what was the difference tonight against a good team that scores a lot of points?
Well, you know, our defense has been really good the last 3 games, and actually the last 4 games has been pretty good. It's been really good, and you know, we've taken on a tone where, you know, we have the ability to make it tough, and you know, they miss some shots they normally make probably, but our guys were working to make it hard on them. So, you know, I haven't studied the stats yet, but you know, they beat us on the boards. You know, we did a pretty good job in the turnover area, and you know, guys that played the game played their hearts out.
Obviously, you had a bunch of different guys on the shy assignment. We started with Drew, you know, Aaron, TJ. What did you like about what each of those guys did to make it hard on shy? I think you had 27 shots. Shay,
yeah.
My apologies.
All you can do is try to make it hard. The guy's a great player. I mean, he's going to be first team All-NBA. He led the league in scoring last year. He's probably second or third, whatever it is this year. He's a major reason that they're first in the West, and he just has crazy skills to get to the rim, to hit his mid-range, hit threes. Now he's hitting more threes, and you know, we were able to keep him off the free throw line a little bit, which helped. But it was a difficult game. I mean, you know, being up 12 at halftime, you know, we go out and we it was a bend, don't break situation in the third quarter. And in the fourth, we found some more momentum. But it's happening with defense. It's happening with defense, and then, you know, moving the ball.
I know I've asked you about both of these guys a bunch because they haven't taken these assignments, especially the last 2 years. But I mean, how do you keep seeing Aaron and Andrew grow in their ability to take on these assignments and play them tough and bring physicality when they keep playing guys like this that are that good?
Well, they're becoming young veteran players, you know, and when you attach the word veteran to a guy who's a young player, I mean, you're giving him a compliment. Both those guys, you know, don't say a whole lot, but they're 2 of our guys that bring a consistent level of passion, effort, and force to our team at both ends. And you know, right now we'd be in big trouble without those guys.
What's the pressure about Myles on both ends? Obviously 24, he's making a lot of those shots in the mid-range off the short rolls, but also 4 blocks. He's obviously bringing it to the rim. What do you like about what you're getting from him on both ends right now?
Myles is doing a good job of reading the situations, knowing the right shots to take at the right times. And you know, the fact that he's a legitimate 3-level scorer is a problem for defenses. You know, the thing that's really important is that he is putting rim pressure up on the defense as much as possible, and mixing in, you know, the short rolls and the pops, because the short rolls, you know, are kind of no man's land catches, so they're difficult type plays. But tonight he made big shots. Once again, he was a major force at the rim defensively, and you know, he's one of our leaders.
You mentioned obviously Pascal and Tyrese at the start. It seemed like they just made big plays at big times on so many occasions. Just what stood out to you about each of them, how they read the game, saw the opportunities, you know, for them to with Pascal getting the rim or Tyrese finding just different ways of making an impact.
Games like tonight are the reason you make a trade for a guy like Pascal Siakam. He can create. He has length defensively. He can affect shots at the rim defensively, and he rebounds. And you know, their last-ditch effort to get the ball in the basket, I think he was, you know, the guy that got a piece of it and then got the rebound, and that was pretty much the game. So, look, he's been in these situations. He's been in a lot of big games. He's been at the championship level. And so, what he has brought to our team is very, very important.
So, talk us. Hold up. I got a question first. So, talk us through the play, the magnificent play that you decided to drive from the corner, was it?
Yeah.
And dunk on such a great player as Shea. What did that feel like?
As I caught the ball and I pump fake and I drove with my right hand, in my mind, I thought, what would Obi do? And so I said,
Obi would up and under. Obi would up and under that.
Anyway, I was going to ask about that play anyway. We'll keep talking about that play and what actually happened. I mean, first off.
I mean, he closed out hard. I know if I can get to my right hand, jumping off my left leg, it's over. So I just kind of got to my spot. Yeah.
Defensively, obviously, you guys go from holding Orlando to 97 to holding them to 46 in the first half. Made Shy work for everything. What do you guys like collectively about what you're defensively?
I mean, we're playing more effort, more energy, more intensity. We're paying attention to detail, and it's paying off. So I think it's important for us to continue that going into the playoffs and, finish this. I think we got 16 left. Finish these 16 left. Prepping for that.
I think SJ had 30 on 12 and 27. You guys obviously, especially when you work in the first half. Just what makes him a tough cuffer? What's the biggest thing you got to know going into that? What do you think you guys did well on that side? I know that was a lot Drew, but it was you too.
I mean, you say Drew did a phenomenal job making it tough for him from the beginning. Didn't let him see any easy looks go in. And like you said, he's a great player, so he's going to get his 30, 12, 7. He's going to do that on a 90 basis. But I think we did a good job of helping Drew and helping to eliminate the others from hurting us.
Start of the fourth quarter, Rick's message was be fearless. He said that a few different times. How do you feel like that was a motto for this game?
I mean, I think that should be the motto for the rest of the season. Like, continue to play with intensity, effort, energy, and be fearless no matter who's in front of us.
Yeah, we're a good team that scores a lot of points too. I think that's honestly what this league has come to. But I think the difference tonight was our defense. And, whenever we lock in on that side, it's a different game for us.
Do you feel like, just to stick with this, do you feel like you guys have just gotten more physical when it comes to playing defense? It's what you guys have talked about all year, just needing to bring presence, just need to make it rough. I feel like this is what you've been talking about, is what you've been doing.
You can do it for 1 or 2 games, and now it's time to sustain it. This time of the year it's important, and I think the coach staff did a good job of hammering in that message. Our defense is everything, we have to be more physical. Like I said, it shows our play.
I think he just wanted to be physical, be a pest, make it as difficult as it can be, and make him take tough shots. We did a solid job of that. It was a full team effort. We came on some blitzes sometimes. We had really good coverages on our ball screens, I felt like. So full team effort to guard him for sure.
Obviously, you guys go from holding Orlando to 97, I think then holding these guys to 46. I mean, it's kind of stringing some pretty good defensive efforts together. What do you feel like you
46?
46 in the first half.
Okay.
So, what have you just learned about what you guys have done collectively? It just seems like the presence that you've been looking for has been.
I think that's a great word. I think presence has been what we've shown. I think we've been physical. We've cared a little bit more on that side. We've been more competitive. And it's been a team effort. Everybody's got to be locked in to get stops out here.
To defend and show that physicality without fouling, what's the key to that?
I think it's beating guys to spots, being physical early and then getting your hands off, and kind of just getting a feel for guys as the game goes on, what their tendencies are, what they like to do.
All 5 starters in double figures, and during that final closing stretch, it wasn't just time-making plays. It wasn't just throw the ball to Pascal. All 5 of you were threats and options. How does that make it hard to defend you?
Yeah, I think that's when we're at our best, when we're playing that pace and we're just flowing and anybody can touch it and drive and kick and make a play for other guys. It's much more dynamic and it's much harder to react to.
Always a confident locker room, but the last 2 games, what you've done against really good defensive teams, does that add to the confidence level about what the ceiling is for this team?
100%. I think this is maybe had a couple down, maybe a down week, I could say. Coming back from All-Star break, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but I think this is 2 games with good confidence boost for us. I mean, I think we're still the #1 offense in the league, so.
I thought we were just doing a good job keeping the ball in front of us. Shea's obviously, one of the best scorers in the league, so he's going to do what he does. I thought Myles did a great job protecting the rim, and I thought we did a great job overall just finishing possessions with rebounds, not fouling. And the way the game was officiated today, they let us play a little bit more than usual, so took advantage of that, got rebounds when we need to, and that allowed us to do what we do on offense.
You mentioned Myles obviously got a lot done in the short roll tonight, basically just what made that work so well, basically, and what's impressed you about just what he's done in terms of figuring out, reading the game in terms of what he can do when.
Yeah, I mean, they played up at the level a little bit more. They mixed in some blitzes. They did some different things in the pick and roll to make Myles have to make decisions in the short roll, and I thought he was amazing today. Did a great job of being aggressive, especially early in the game, and then that opened up everything for skips and everything else for everybody. When he rolls, it's not just about him. It opens things up for me and everybody else around him. So I think he's just been amazing these last 2 games.
You obviously mentioned what you guys did on Shea. I know Andrew had the assignment primarily. TJ did it too, and Aaron. Just what impressed you about how each of those guys did it, and especially how just Aaron and Andrew continue to play tough on some of these matchups that they always get.
Yeah, I mean, Shea's going to do what he does. He's an amazing player. Scores 30 on a nightly basis. Like, there's nothing you can really do about that. But I think you just got to focus on making him work for his buckets, and I thought we did a good job of that. Guys did a great job of staying in front, making him score over the top. And again, he's going to get his. That's just what he does, as great players do. But I thought we did a great job making him work for every basket, and the ones he did miss, just taking advantage of those.
You obviously got to deal with Dort when you play him. When you play these guys, just basically what it was like to just try to find space there, and you obviously managed to do it. I mean, just how do you kind of work your way through a game when you're playing a defender like that, and especially the 3 that you hit at the end? How big was like to kind of play through that and find your offense? Yeah,
he's just obviously uber physical, very strong dude. So just trying to figure out different ways that I can impact the game. He kind of shifted in the second quarter, majority of the game, for full court pressure and stuff like that. So just trying to find the right ways to relieve that and stay involved. I think sometimes you can get caught when guys are picking you up full court to kind of just kick it ahead and stand. And I thought I did a good job of moving without the ball, forcing him to be in different positions, and being and putting him in rotation. So, but he's a very good defender.
Just how big is it to get 2 wins on this road trip, basically, with the season being where it stands, down to, I think, 16 left after this one, to be able to go on the road and beat 2, playoff teams and 1 being in first place.
Yeah, it's a big deal for us. We got to keep, plugging away. It's just got to be a 1 game at a time mentality. That's the biggest thing for us right now. Not focusing on, what's to come moving forward, or the games that we've lost in the past. Just taking it one day at a time, focusing on what's in front of us, and everything else will take care of itself. We don't know what the playoff seeding could look like. I mean, the way that games are being played right now, you can finish anywhere from like 4 to 8, depending on 1 game. You know what I mean? So just gotta take it 1 game at a time. Not worry about that, because the cards are gonna fall where they will, and we just gotta take care of what's in front of us.